Hey guys, I'm Nora Hill, and I'm going to be talking to you about permaculture. So, permaculture is an awesome sustainable way of farming that I think in the long haul can help our economy. First, I want to tell you a little bit about the progress of farming. Farming started around 12,000 years ago during the Neolithic Revolution, aka Agricultural Revolution. So, farming, as you may already know, has been the basis of economies since the Neolithic Revolution. But since our population is constantly expanding, and with the financial intense incentives to grow more food, agriculture is being pushed to its limits. We've discovered, for example, that initially plowing soil results in larger yields, but we found that it also destroys soil life and leads to erosion. So you might be asking yourself, what is erosion? And erosion is basically means the natural destruction of soil. And I want to show you a picture of what that might look like in different places of the world. And here on this photo, you see 4 different photos of different maybe places in the country or the world of what erosion could look like. Okay, so just to put it into perspective, we move more topsoil by tons into the ocean than we export commercial goods. So like corn products or soy products, and that's a whole lot of soil going into the ocean. I didn't know that until I read this. So a good question to ask ourselves is, what do you think will happen if we keep destroying our soils and do nothing about it? What are the consequences of that? Another damaging agent has been the Industrial Revolution. Even though it has given us a lot of really cool stuff, the past 200 years has been probably the most destructive than any other period of human history. The issue is that we have been focusing on the profit and not on the consequence. A good example of this is the Dust Bowl of the 1930s, and probably a lot of you have heard of this, but this is an area of land that was farmed on so much that the soil eroded and was turned into dust. And I also want to show you a picture of what that looks like, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, yeah, so that whatever you see in the background, that's not mountains. That's straight up dust. So this is a really cool picture. So it was what I just showed you is a direct consequence of bad agriculture practice, and it was so bad at the time that the president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, had to put men to work to kind of stabilize the landscape. So that's the problem. Our economic system is completely oversimplified. It's only concerned with profit, and it can't account for the huge repercussions that will come from our blind actions. So now I'm going to move to permaculture and what permaculture believes in. So permaculture has 3 basic ethics: care of the earth, care for people, and a design system that returns surplus back to the good of the earth and the people. So the sad thing is that our current approach to food violates basically all 3 of those ethics. For example, the average pound of food that travels 2,000 miles is significantly less nutritious than its original counterpart. It's probably processed by exploited labor, was grown in a way that damages the land, and it probably costs more than 1,000 the calories than it actually provides. And a lot of it, sadly, will probably end up in the garbage. So as you can see, this violates all of the ethics of permaculture. A permaculture approach would look for the maximum effect for the least use of energy. Every neighborhood and every home should be responsible for producing its own food. Local economies emerge based on real goods versus global debt. Permaculture even advocates creating local currencies and systems where individuals can trade and barter locally without relying on our unstable global currency. So because permaculture is efficient, ethical, and aligned with the forces of nature, people's needs are greatly reduced. We work a lot in order to buy things that we will most likely have a short life of utility and then find its way into the garbage. The goal is to design a system that put waste to use and to maximize utility. So at the end of the day, economics needs to be governed by the same laws of nature that govern all of existence. And as we can see right now, they don't. So that's my talk for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something useful, and I hope it was eye-opening for you. This is a topic that I'm personally really passionate about, and I hope that translated a little bit to you. My sources for this topic were from an interview that I did with Jonah Hill, and that is not the actor. This is a certified permaculture trainer. And my photos are from Wikipedia. So I hope you enjoy the talk. Thanks so much.